Welcome back, and thanks for joining us again.
Today, Bob and I are going to talk to you about the four-part test.
So Eric, let us pretend I am a business owner. How would I determine if my business's activities qualify for the research tax credit?
The IRS regulations outline various tests which you must pass in order to qualify an activity as R&D. These are commonly referred to in the industry as the four-part test. These tests are permitted purpose, process of experimentation, elimination of uncertainty, and technical in nature. It is worth noting that this is an and test. Your company's activities must pass each test to qualify.
Eric, you mentioned permitted purpose. Could you dive further into that test?
Sure. To meet the permitted purpose test, the activity must relate to a new or improved function, performance, reliability, or quality of a business component. A business component can be a product, process, computer software, technique, formula, or invention, which is to be held for sale, lease, license, or used in a trade or business. For example, I want to develop a cell phone that can take pictures underwater. This is considered an improved function of that product. Please note that aesthetic changes do not qualify. Changing the color of the cell phone, however, would not qualify as a research and development activity under this test.
So Eric, when you say new or improved, do you mean that this product or component could not have ever existed before?
Not at all. In order to fall under this permitted purpose test, the product or process only has to be new to your company. It does not have to be new to the world. The second test is a process of experimentation. You are using a process of experimenting to eliminate or resolve a technical uncertainty. In reality, if you're testing alternative products or processes, building prototypes, writing multiple technical drawings, or even applying the unconventional guess and test method, then all these activities apply as a process of experimentation.
So Eric, I think what you're saying is, I don't need to have a bunch of scientists in white coats working in a lab in order for my activity to meet this test.
That is correct. However, it is important to note that you would want to document the alternatives, methods, and tests you performed and record those test results.
What happens if my experiments are never successful?
In that case, failure is not the opposite of success. It is part of the process. Be sure to document your failures as they show you went through a process to get to your desired end goal. From a support perspective, having failures proves that there was uncertainty as to the best alternatives for success.
Eric, you mentioned that a process of experimentation is required to eliminate technical uncertainty. What is considered uncertainty?
The elimination of technical uncertainty is the third test in determining whether an activity qualifies for R&D. Uncertainty is something that is doubtful or unknown. This unknown can be significant or relatively minor. The intent of this test is to discover information that will eliminate any uncertainty in the project that you are working on. It is best said by a quote from Albert Einstein. If we knew what it was we were doing, it would not be called research, would it?
So to recap the last two tests, you're saying that I need to have my employees document any uncertainty and any process of experimentation that would eliminate that uncertainty. If they do that, I should pass these two tests.
Correct.
Okay, that makes sense. So on to the last test. Eric, what does technological in nature mean?
Research must rely on what is commonly referred to as the hard hat sciences: physical science, biological science, computer science, and engineering.
Thank you, Eric, for sharing your knowledge on how to qualify for the research tax credit. To recap our discussion, your company's activities must pass a four-part test in order to qualify as research and development. These tests are permitted purpose, process of experimentation, elimination of uncertainty, and technological in nature. From a practical standpoint, a company should consider each project separately and apply the requirements of each test to see if that project would qualify as research and development. Thanks for joining us today.
Our contact information will be found on the next slide,
And remember, the R&D credit is your money.
waiting for you to claim it.